This healthy home-cooked meal for dogs uses ground turkey as the main protein source. The thing that I like the most about home cooking for my dogs is that you can make substitutions really easily. So if your dog doesn't like turkey or has some digestive issues and sensitivities with turkey, you can switch out the protein source for something that is better suited for your pup. And you can also switch out the fruits and vegetables. I actually have a guide, if you click the link below this video, that will talk more about substituting recipes or substituting for ingredients in recipes for homemade dog food. But this one is pretty basic. It's a great choice for most dogs. But again, this is just a base recipe. You always want to talk to your veterinarian or a canine nutritionist before feeding your dog a homemade recipe, just to get their opinion. They will likely recommend some additional supplements or a multivitamin. Lucky for you, I've done all the prep work in advance, so I will walk you through this healthy home-cooked meal for dogs. But just keep that in mind. I spent about 20 minutes prepping before I actually was able to put all this together. So now that I've prepped all my ingredients, I'm just gonna go ahead and add them to a large mixing bowl. I have 3 pounds of ground turkey that I have browned, and I didn't dump out any of the fat or juices. I cooked the ground turkey in 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So that's all in there, the olive oil and all the fats and juices from the browned ground turkey. Now you can tell that mine is still very hot. There's a reason for that, and you'll see that in just a second. I also had 1 cup of dry quinoa, and I cooked that according to the instructions on the packaging. So now it's obviously more than a cup now that it's cooked, but it started out as 1 cup of dry quinoa. And I'm just gonna mix this around. Now I have, you can either shred 1 large carrot, or I have a cup of store-bought shredded carrots. I have a zucchini that I have chopped. My dogs will eat vegetables chopped. So if your dog is a little bit fussier and won't do that, that's fine. You can just shred them, put them in a food processor, whatever you need to do to get them mixed in so your dog will eat them. So 1 zucchini chopped, and I have 1 squash. I used a butternut squash. You can use any kind of squash you want that happens to be available and in season. I also have 1 apple that I've chopped, and I'm now realizing I need an even larger mixing bowl. There, I've switched to a larger mixing bowl and mixed everything together. I also forgot to mention, if you want to, you can steam these vegetables or boil them. Boiling does take away a little bit of the nutrients, so I recommend just steaming them lightly, but that might help picky dogs eat them as well. I have a tablespoon of calcium powder, a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, and this is where the heat from the ground turkey and the quinoa come in, because that's just going to melt this coconut oil as I stir it. You can melt it in the microwave if you want to too, whatever is easier for you, but I just add everything together. The heat also helps to just soften up the veggies a little bit, so I keep everything warm while I mix it. And then the final ingredient is a 1/2 cup of canned pumpkin. Canned pumpkin is great for digestion. It's actually, pumpkin is a superfood for dogs. You can find more information on the benefits of pumpkin if you click the link below this video. There are resources on all of these ingredients that talk about the health benefits of some of these superfoods like zucchini, pumpkin, squash, quinoa, coconut oil. These are all really great healthy ingredients for dogs. So now I'm just gonna mix all of this together. I'm gonna keep mixing until my coconut oil is melted, and then you can serve it to your dog. I recommend serving about a 1/2 cup for every 20 pounds of body weight. And that's gonna be per serving. So if you had a 20-pound dog, that would be 2 servings a day also. So if you had a 20-pound dog, you would feed a 1/2 cup in the morning and a 1/2 cup in the evening. You can do smaller meals throughout the day. I don't recommend one large meal a day, but if that's something, if your dog's on a special diet and that's what they do, you could do that as well. Just serve accordingly for your dog's needs. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me. Thanks for watching this video recipe.